Welcome, everybody, to the
I'm Fat Podcast.
Snacks are best saved for later.
With Jay Zawoski.
That man ate all our shrimp and 2 plastic lobsters.
And Rick Camp.
Out of the mist came a beast more stomach than man.
Welcome into another edition of the I'm Fat Podcast, brought to you by our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, Frato's Culinary Kitchen, and I Love Fries. I am Rick Camp alongside fellow fat Jay Zawoski. And Jay, it's a day late, but, because that's when we're recording this thing.
Yep.
Pull back the curtain a little bit. But how was your Christmas?
It was lovely. Also, since it's the 26th, happy anniversary. Oh, wait, that's January. Never mind. Wow, I'm a month ahead of myself. I was going to say happy anniversary, Bears fans, but...
Oh, okay.
I'm a little bit ahead of myself. Wow, good start, Jay. Way to go. I'm just so full of sugar and carbs and all the things designed to kill me and shorten my life that I think it's filled, like, for my shoulders, enter my head, and now it's all in my brain. So I'm just... carbo loaded top to bottom.
Yeah, you're like a donation thing where they just like keep coloring it all the way until it gets to the top.
I am full. Yes, my head will soon explode. But thanks for joining us. We always appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you, Rick. Of course, that's what I was trying to say. Eventually, follow us on all of our socials at I'm Fat Pod. That includes Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the old TikTok machine. We're also on YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube, and we will send you things if you're chosen from a random pot of people who win things. Leave us a comment on our YouTube channel or email us showing that you've subscribed, imfatpod@gmail.com, and we'll enter you to win an I'm Fat Podcast prize pack. Already sent those out for my other podcast today, so we're giving you stuff. We're incentivizing you just hitting that subscribe button on YouTube. It's very helpful. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we can do a lot more cool stuff with YouTube. We can go live. We can have a vanity URL. It just opens up a lot of doors for us on YouTube. So get us over that 1,000 hump. That shouldn't be too hard based on how many listeners we get per episode. So we appreciate that. What else, Rick? I think we got to make sure you rate and subscribe the podcast. Apple Podcast 5-star reviews are like gold. We love those. Those are very, very valuable. And I don't know, man. How was your Christmas?
Patreon, TeePublic.
Yeah,
all that,
those things.
Yeah, like
Rick's got his TeePublic on. I have my defunct Madhouse Podcast Team USA hockey shirt. I got to stand up. Hold on.
This standing up thing takes a minute for Jay. Yeah, that's solid.
I'm showing it there in the YouTubes for those that can see it. But that was discontinued because Nintendo filed a complaint about the design.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, really? Nintendo's worried about a TeePublic design from a game from like 40 years ago?
Like, yeah, and as we found out, this week, those aren't even NHL players on your shirt now.
No, not at all.
No.
Two fats, a skinny, and a medium.
Yeah.
That's how you win it. But the World Junior Championships start today. So I'm very excited about that. Get some hockey back in my life.
I feel like hockey's the one sport where they really give a crap about like the kids doing the sport.
Well, except college football and college basketball.
No, I don't know. I consider like hockey juniors different because it's not like college related.
Well, a lot of the players are college players.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, there's college guys and then there's guys from juniors. So players make different decisions, right? Do they go to a college and try to go that route like Jonathan Taves did, or do they go play junior hockey like Patrick Kane did? College players are becoming much more NHL worthy now. It used to be kind of a tough in. College guys would usually just go play in college and then maybe a few would sneak in, but now it's a lot more even. Anyway.
I did not know that.
As if my hockey podcast isn't niche enough. We're now bringing hockey to my fat podcast. All right, so I want to hear all about it, Rick. I know you spent some time with the family. So did I. Like I said, I am just loaded. I'm like, I can feel my body in danger. Right? It's just so bad, dude. Like we went to my mom's.
That feeling is impending doom.
Yeah. So Christmas Eve we go to Hope's, and I'll get to that a little bit later. But Christmas morning we go to my mom's, and she makes like an egg casserole with tons of bacon and cheese. It's great. But then she also gets Cinnabon.
Nice.
So I had to go to Cinnabon to get these because my mom, I think I talked about it in this podcast, she wasn't able to get out this year because she's been dealing with breast cancer. She's totally clear of cancer, but just kind of still recovering from all that. So she's like, can you just go do this for me? Like, there's a Cinnabon at the gas station on 127th and Kedzie. So I walk into this gas station, and it is literally a gas station. And in the middle of it is like a round kiosk that is a Cinnabon. And it's one woman
So random.
just working the oven. And I'm like, do you have the minis or the what? She's like, all we have are the regular Cinnabons because I'm baking all day and I can't do a bunch of options. So I'm like, great, give me the 6-pack of Cinnabons. And then they sell the tubs of frosting. Are you aware of this?
No.
You can buy what looks like a pint of Ben & Jerry's, that size
Of their icing. Oh my God. that is like, hey Jay, you're not feeling good today? You want to end it all? There you go.
Hey, that's a way to go, man. That is about as delightful a way you can go as possible. But it was just, and she put like a little like tape seal on it. I'm like, oh, now I can't tamper with it. Why is there a finger-shaped hole in this frosting, Jay?
Right.
That's not a finger.
So what you're saying, it wasn't a loose seal?
No, it's not a loose seal.
Okay.
I wish it had been.
Leave mother out of
I'd like to know how many people have gone in and just bought the icing on its
just
own.
the icing.
It was awesome. But hey, they were legit. Same Cinnabon as any Cinnabon. Delicious. I mean, that's one of those things you talk about on a rare occasion you eat.
Yeah.
Because you know how bad it is. That's Cinnabon. Like once a year, I can convince myself. And, Louis C.K., who has been, we know what happened to him, but he had just the best bit about Cinnabon. Where he's like, I had a Cinnabon at the airport I was arriving to. Just the shame of that. And describing the line of the Cinnabon. But it's true. And then this morning, we had leftovers, so I had half of one. Mm-hmm. So, I'm eating healthy.
Yeah. I mean, moderation.
And then Addie's got a whole Cinnabon and a whole slice of egg casserole and a full orange juice. And I go, this is a true story, Rick. I go, that's a lot of sugar on your plate. Yeah. And she holds up the orange juice and says, it's basically a salad. So we have ruined another generation of children.
Yes.
Oh, my God. But anyway, that was fantastic. And then yesterday
awesome.
we made we just hung out at home, just the three of us, and we had frozen Lou Malnati's.
Oh, nice!
Like
I've never had one that was frozen that had to be baked.
Yeah, so I got it at my mom got it at the restaurant. She's like, I bought too many of these. Will you take one? Sure. So you just take it out of the pan.
Yeah.
You oil. It comes with like a foil pan. You put like vegetable oil on the bottom of it. And it tasted just like it was from the restaurant.
Nice.
It totally worked. If you were to put them side by side, maybe there'd be a slight difference. But nothing I could tell that was game changing in either way. I thought it was fantastic.
That's
nice and
interesting.
crispy.
Yeah.
It was so good.
I've never had one that was like the frozen ones that you make at home. I'd never had. When I've had it, I've gone to the restaurant.
Yeah. Well,
which I may have done yesterday.
Were they open?
Or 2 days ago.
Okay,
Sorry,
I was
2
going to
days
say.
ago.
So on Christmas, we're driving home, and I'm like, man, I want wings. And I was literally, because no one's around. We're driving down Cicero in Crestwood. I'm shouting out the window, who's got wings? I'm yelling out because I'm sugar high at this point. But nobody was open. I called B-Dubs, I called Wingstop, and just nobody was open.
It's unfortunate.
I'll have to do it tonight.
Yet not surprising.
Yeah.
That's awesome though. I'm jealous. So the thing with my family for especially food for Christmas is we don't really get together with much of our like cousins or whatever anymore. So it was really just yesterday. And so I go over to my mom's, and it's my mom, my two brothers, and myself. My two brothers are not the biggest on eating lots of food.
That's your department.
Makes things exactly, which makes things difficult. Neither of them are even close to being fats. Like they are normies to being like in shape. So that's a little unfortunate. So there wasn't as much food, but I did learn something yesterday.
Oh.
My mom is a dog groomer and she works in South Elgin. And I found out because my mom was like, hey, you know what I'm just going to do? We're going to get beef. Like, we're just going to have Italian beef for lunch. We'll have like a big lunch and we'll just do it that way and then have like dessert stuff at dinner time. Like, perfect. Cool. So I saw the package and it was like berry beef or bari beef, whatever it is.
Yeah, BARI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's based in South Elgin. And apparently for whenever they do stuff at my mom's work, sometimes they'll get beef from there and whatever. Well, I found out they are the ones that provide beef for Bona.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, because my mom was in there and she was just kind of like talking with the person while they were getting the order ready and all that stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, just all the Bonas, that's where they get their beef from, is this place in South Elgin. So I was like, that's kind of fascinating.
I wonder why I've had Bari beef before. Do they sell that like in a frozen package, sort of like they do? Okay.
That was what we did.
Okay.
Just like brought it home, got the juice nice and warm, and then just like kind of let it thaw, take it out, and then warm it up.
Yeah.
That's all we did.
We did that with we bought the big Bona frozen tub.
Yes.
And I forget what it was for, some sort of party we were having pre-COVID. And I spent like probably a half hour just deconstructing the ice ball of beef. Like trying to I had to get it done quickly and I couldn't get it to thaw out. So I'm battling with this ice ball of beef. It was kind of fun, but that's a great, it's more expensive than I thought it would be, first of all.
Yeah, a little bit, because like I'm on the website right now and like it's not like a dine-in restaurant or anything. All they do is make the beef and package it up so that you can get it for like catering.
Yeah. Just to be clear, my ball of beef ice was a Bona branded.
Okay.
So it's in a Bona tub. So I'm sure Bari is a little cheaper because you're cutting out the middleman there. But I was just at war with this ball of ice.
Yeah. So if you're interested and you're in the old Western Burbs, 710 Schneider Drive in South Elgin is where Bari Beef is. So I'm sure you contact them, you get your order set, and you go there, pick it up. It's all good. And it was obviously really, really good. We had Giardiniera. My mom was set. She had the Giardiniera there as well. Everything was set. Like, got the bread from them, so it could withstand, how much we were putting into the. Actually, you know what? I don't think I sent you the picture.
I thought you were going to pull a beef sandwich out. Damn it!
No, I'm sorry. I should.
In fact, I have one right here.
Right.
It's in my drawer for later.
So okay, so I just texted you the picture of the beef that I had, the first beef. I had like 1.5 of those.
Okay.
It was a significant sized beef.
Those plates
So just to have that.
Those are mom plates if I've ever seen them.
Oh, dude, 1,000%. And those are the newer version of the mom plates too. Those are within the last 10 years.
If you're watching on YouTube, Micah will put the picture up. Micah Easter, our video producer, he'll put the picture up of Rick's beef. Maybe he'll blur it out.
Yeah. Phrasing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and also a slipper in the background and a dog toy.
Nice.
But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so that was our big meal. We didn't really have a ton for the sides necessarily. So in that regard, maybe not. It could have been a more full Christmas, but my mom made apple pie.
Oh, nice.
Which was wonderful.
Homemade pie.
And one thing, and she tried something different, partially because she just didn't want to go to the store and get a second type of apples.
Yeah.
She got Granny Smith.
Yeah, how'd that go?
And it was only Granny Smith. And she's like, yeah, I know normally you put a little bit of a sweeter apple with them. It was really good.
I know Granny Smith, at least in my experience, are really crunchy. Mm-hmm. I bet that would be nice texture-wise. I know it softens it, but maybe having a little bit of apple crunch.
It softened it 80%. So there's still just that little bit when you get towards the middle of a little piece of it where there's a little bit of crunch.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. And then my mom also made her chocolate chip cookies, which just perfect.
Yes.
So I was very happy to be able to have as much Italian beef as I want for lunch, and then apple pie and chocolate chip cookies later. And I still, by some miracle, there are still chocolate chip cookies from the bag that were sent home with me. I only ate 4 of them on the way home. There's still 6 of them in the bag in the fridge right now.
I'm proud of you.
That's what we call restraint.
All right, I've got 2 speaking ofs dovetailing off your story. Last week we talked about Mr. Beef.
Yeah.
Apparently, I did not go to Mr. Beef proper.
Oh.
I went to like a spin-off Mr. Beef. So the one I went to on Harlem, like just, what would it be, south of the Eisenhower is not the proper Mr. Beef.
Okay.
The proper Mr. Beef is in the city on Orleans, which is funny because I drove by that like the day late, a day after we did the podcast. So I'm like, oh, that's it right there. I'll make a note and go there when I have time. And then speaking of pie, at my parents' earlier this week, getting them help get set for Christmas, wrapping up all my own gifts. And so my mom's like, just what do you want? This stuff.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, cool. So I've been seeing this place for months. I might have mentioned it before. Finally went in. Franklin's Pie Company. It's on Harlem around 123rd, 125th, like somewhere, give or take, in that area. There's a big like Franklin's Bar and Grill or something that opened in Payless right after Hope and I left Payless. And then recently next door, just a little, little shop, like a one little window shop, Franklin's Pie Company. So I said to Addie, like, screw it. We're going to try this. Let's bring home a pie for Christmas night for the three of us.
Yeah.
So pull in, walk in. Oh, beautiful place. As soon as I walked in the door, I said, this place is going to be good.
Yeah.
They've got all the pies in the, in the window. They've got cinnamon buns. They've got sandwiches ready to go. But I'm like, I just want to get a pie and go. So they call it their chocolate silk.
Okay.
And then their peppermint, whatever. They can't use the proper Baker Square terms for them.
Sure.
But they were sold out. They were like, if you want one of these for Christmas next year, you got to give us at least 2 weeks notice, and we'll have one for you. So we got the triple berry pie. This was the best store-bought pie I've ever had.
Really?
It was great. And we ate it cold, which I usually don't do. Usually with a pie, I'll heat it up, but I don't know, I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Ate it cold. I don't know how to explain this better. And I said to Hope, I hope when I describe this, it makes sense, but it tastes bright. All the flavors were just
like
popping.
vibrant.
Yes.
Vibrant flavors.
She said they must use like a lemon zest or something in there to like amplify.
Yeah.
It was blackberry, blueberry, and raspberry. This was fantastic. It was really, like, I'm not the biggest pie guy. You know me. I'm chocolate. I'm cookies and brownies. Give me all that stuff all day.
Give me the pie.
Yeah. But this was the best store-bought pie I've ever had, and among the best pies I've ever had. My friend Sarah makes incredible pies, so those will never be topped. But in terms of store-bought pies, this is about as good as you can get. I'm going to add Franklin's Pie Company to the I'm Fat map. You can find that on the link tree in our bio. Go check it out. If you're in the Payless, Oak Lawn, Orland area, you might miss it. So look for that. I think it's called Franklin's Pub or Franklin's Tap or whatever. It's right next to it. It's on the west side of the street, around 125th, 123rd in Harlem. Franklin's Pie Company. It was outstanding. And I'm really interested to try some of the other things they have on the menu, like the sandwiches and those sort of things too. But it just looked, everything in there looked awesome. And the pie we picked sort of on a whim, the triple berry, was
perfect.
Oh, just so good.
Okay, so from what you said off of Hope's thought on why it felt so vibrant, lemon zest is the salt of fruit.
I like that. That's true.
Yes.
Look at you.
Thinking guy gift.
Yeah, this sounds like a tattoo.
Right. I almost kind of know things about fruit.
Yeah. Look at you.
Who would have thunk? Outside of it being an artificial flavor.
I want to know how you got there. Like, how did you learn that, or how did you glean that?
I'd heard before, like in like different contexts of like, if you want to like punch something up a little bit and it's like a fruit thing, like lemon zest is generally the way to do that. Maybe it's because you have so much sweet and then you kind of counterbalance it a little bit. But and then just kind of the thought process of if you want to if you want to accentuate something that's already there, that's kind of salt. That's what salt does.
True.
So that's kind of what that is. So
that makes sense.
Don't put too much. Don't give me too much credit. It's pretty much just like 1 and 1 right there.
Well, you said it, and it makes total sense. Like that totally jives for me. By the way, we're way behind on our read, so I want to tell everybody about our friends at Mazda of Orland Park. 708-444-3200. Go pay Eric a visit. Did you get some money for Christmas? You get enough to put a down payment on a car? Call Eric, 708-444-3200. They're in Orland Park. That makes sense. Mazda of OrlandPark.com. Go check out the CX-5. The car I currently drive, I drive a 2015. Got my eye on that upcoming CX-50 that's coming out in the spring. But look, you can go buy a car anywhere. What makes me a lifetime customer of Mazda of Orland Park is their service and their commitment to their customers. So become a customer at Mazda of Orland Park. Call Eric Vates, 708-444-3200. Get yourself a new vehicle to celebrate the holidays. Maybe they got some of those bows left over you could put on top.
Yeah, right.
That's the goal. Is that the sign you've made it when you could buy somebody a car? And like they don't notice it on the check. Like, you don't get 100 emails from your bank or police at your door, or
right.
It's like, oh well, it's it was just it was just a $10,000 down payment. Like,
right.
Who notices those sort of things?
So there's a Christmas car commercial that I have a beef with. Hey. So yeah, scratch your nose so I can tell you what my beef is. And mind you, I almost feel like we might have talked about this last year. So I forget if it's GMC or whatever, where it's like the guy buys him and his wife, like one's an SUV, one's a truck. Either way, it's like two different colors.
Oh,
and
yes.
Clearly, he had in mind, this one's mine, this one's hers. So he brings her outside to the front, and she says, "Oh my God," and she runs to the one and is like, "I love it." And then he's like, basically like, "Yeah, but," and she's like, "I love it." And I want to be like, listen.
I said.
Right. 100%. He bought you a car. Listen, like, I understand having a preference, and that's cool. However, he bought you a car. I think he gets the right of first refusal here.
I would think so. That sounds fair to me.
Yes. Like, come on, and to have the gall to be like, just like, I understand maybe in the moment, like whatever, but then to like double down and be like, no, I love it. This is mine.
No, this one's mine.
I understand you bought this, like that thing had to be like a $40,000-$50,000 thing. I understand you bought it for me, but mine.
Yeah.
Like, what are you, 3? Like, what of that commercial makes you want to buy that car more? I don't understand it, because it makes me truly dislike the woman. And now when I see those cars, I associate her with them. So I don't necessarily dislike the car. I just dislike the person. And that's why you go to Mazda of Orland Park instead. because they don't have crap commercials like that.
That's right. Way to bring it back home. 708-444-3200. Ask for Eric Vates. Mazda of OrlandPark.com. Oh, that's how it's done. I thought we were done, and then Rick brought it back around. Oh, my God.
Nope.
All right,
I'm always here for it.
I need the advice of the Fats here, and they always come through for this. So I do have a little holiday money, and I wanted to buy something that I've had my eye on, but just didn't feel right asking for. I want to get a Blackstone. The Blackstone Griddle. Have you seen these?
Oh, yeah.
I'm very intimidated by this because I go look at places and I see that they're like 5-star, like 4.5-star reviews. There's like 6,000 of them, but I get hung up on these 1-star reviews.
Yeah.
Do you do that too with stuff?
Yes. I'm 100% a paralysis by analysis person.
Right. And I'm not really that way, but when it's a big purchase and it's something I'm not like really, I don't know a ton about.
Well versed on.
Exactly. So, there's some like, oh, it warps or whatever. I'm so scared I'm going to break this thing or screw it up. I know you have to season it. I know you got to get it ready. Here's my question. For those that are listening that own Blackstones, can you keep it outside like during a Chicago winter? Can it withstand a Chicago winter? If so, do I need a cover? And is a cloth cover enough? Or do I need to buy like something more? Because I'm looking at it now like, okay, the thing I want to buy is like $299.
Okay.
But then I need a cover, which is another $50. And then I need yada, 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 which is another $80. So it's starting to add up already. So I want to know, like, what are the things I need? definitely to have for a Chicago winter Blackstone. Sure. Like, could I roll it into the garage when I'm done? I would do that, but then I don't want, like, if there's grease on it or food in it, I don't want animals getting at it. They could do that outside, of course, too. But I just don't want animals in my garage. But it's just, those are the questions I have. But I think I'm going to get one. And I'm really excited to try. I'm going to try to do, like, my own hibachi. Because to me, that is, like, one of the best meals is hibachi. Like, hibachi steak is so good. And I know, like, there's a skill to it and everything, but it doesn't look overly complicated. It's butter and salt. And, like, when they come out and cook that steak, there's not a ton of exotic techniques they use.
Yeah.
They're just griddling up a steak and distracting you with fancy knife spins and stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to do that. I want to make burritos. I just want to have, like, a Blackstone party.
I mean, if I know it's not necessarily hibachi, but if the kids in Naperville that can work the grill at, like, a Mongolian barbecue type place,
True.
I think you can be okay. Which, by the way, I have a craving for that place. I have not been back since the pandemic started.
That's always been your place.
Dude, I love it. And it's probably just because, like, there's such a variety there, but I still end up getting the same thing every single time.
I like that there's a variety offered, but I don't touch it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, just like between the sausage that they have there and the steak, it's just so good. Yeah, I miss that place. I really do.
I have not been.
Yeah.
That's in downtown Naperville, right?
Yeah, it's right. Oh God, I'm gonna get my streets messed up. I think it's right on Washington, just like a block from Jefferson or so.
Yeah, I went, like, maybe in college or right after. Not that my palate has expanded incrementally, but I do eat a little more now than I did then.
Yeah, it's just one of those where, like, people who like the more authentic Asian stuff might prefer to go to, like, a flat top grill or something like that. But for those suckers that are here for the American crap,
Rick,
that's the place to go.
Yeah, I'm for it. I'll try. We really have a week of vacation coming up.
Nice.
I have nothing to do. Nothing.
That's awesome.
It's awesome, and I have so much time. There's a ton of. I got to catch up on my house. My house is filthy. It looks like a bomb went off in here. It's like wrappers and tags, and it's Addie. You know, Addie is a Tasmanian devil. So, by the way, that you should come over, Rick. They got me for the gag gift I got was a Papa Shot, but it, like, hangs on the door. It's from Aldi.
Nice.
So it's like the retrieval net is, like, at my chest level. So, like, boop. I'm just like, wow, I'm like Steph Curry down here.
Yeah, you could also, like, detach the basket from it, put it on you, and then it's your thing for shaving.
Exactly. Wow, see? I could, you know what I could do? I could extend the net with the Beard King.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
But remember, last time I played Papa Shot, what happened? I almost went to the hospital because I threw my back out. That's the fattest story. That's the second. Well, I did get injured sleeping. That was one of my injuries recently. But the repeated motion of reaching down and turning, I was in tears coming home.
That's
from
why you
Bourbonnais.
go with a little bit of a squat, and then you just, like, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. That's like straight, so you can go basically straight up.
Yeah, no.
So one of my, there was a theme into my gifts. Now, mind you, I was also, there's not much, like, I'm someone where there's not many things that I want. Is there something I need?
Yes.
So, like, I didn't really need much of anything, but I know about a month ago, I had been at my mom's one day, and I was like, there's a lot of room between where I am now and what's considered fat. So maybe it's about time I try to make a little bit of a move closer to the fat line than I've been recently. Well, I think my mom, partially because she wants to encourage that, and also because she's like, he's given me nothing for Christmas ideas.
Yeah.
I got athletic shorts, which, mind you, awesome in any context. So a couple pairs of athletic shorts, a pair of, like, long pants that you could work out in, a shirt or two. And then my one, like, big-ish gift that I got were, like, nice wireless earbuds.
Oh, cool.
With that I haven't had. And because my mom knows me so well, the one unrelated gift, you know how much I love my writing utensils?
Mm-hmm.
A somewhat big boy pen.
Dr. Grip.
Oh, yeah. Been called that before.
That's what I called myself in college.
Right? That's what I'm calling myself now.
Oh, boy.
What?
Well, that's good. All right, so
Yeah.
I need to tell you, you need to join the gym at work. If you're going to start working out, it's like $50 for your whole life.
Yeah, I know it's dumb, but like my whole thing is like driving home sweaty and smelly doesn't seem like a great option.
All right. I know you're going to bristle at this, and I would too.
Yeah.
There are showers in there, and there's
Okay.
nobody in there right now.
Okay. Is it still like an appointment thing?
No, I don't think so. I think you can
Oh,
just walk
okay.
in. I mean,
Okay.
I haven't been. I don't
Right.
know. I've seen it when I've gone up for coffee. Like, hey, there's a gym. I'll have a muffin. But it's always empty, and I think you can just
Yeah.
because Addie wanted to see it. We were there one weekend, and I buzzed in, and I could just do whatever I wanted in there. There's Pelotons in there and everything. So, I mean, if you're looking to join a gym, you're there every day. You're done with your show at 12:15.
Yeah.
Go work out for an hour and then jump in the shower. I think I've told you this story before. When I started using it, I hate taking my shirt off in front of people. I hate it. My friend Jill, who I lived with for a year, we were best friends through college. We've been friends for 25 years, has not seen me with my shirt off. It's just, that's almost impossible,
Yeah.
but she's never seen it. So I'm at this gym and I finished working out and I'm like, all right, I got to change. So I like look around, peeking around corners. Like I actually get up, like look towards the entrance, go back down. Like, all right, good, I'm clear. Take my shirt off. Hey, Jay, it's Russ Matera right behind me. I'm like, what the hell? Did you just materialize? It's bad enough that someone saw me with my shirt off, but somebody I know and someone who's in shape saw me with my shirt off.
That's part of the thing for me is the people that I know will be there.
You've got to do so. My wife has mastered the ability to take off her bra without taking off her shirt.
No, that I think that I don't mean to demean the skill from Hope, but that's a woman thing.
Yes, I know. But that Corona commercial. You ever see that one where the lady?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
I also like that commercial because how many beer ads are targeted towards men?
All of
where
them.
It's like, yes, like all of them. So to have the one where it's like, ladies, you get home, you're in for the night, you take off the bra, you pop a beer. It's like, I like the fact that it's at least try. Of course, I appreciate the trying to reach out to women a little bit.
Yeah, I appreciate that too. And their Corona's commercials are always effective.
Yes,
like, that's it. We're going to a beach.
The Christmas one, it's one of them that I look forward to every year.
Yeah,
just like where it's like the guy whistling and
Yeah.
then he lights up the Christmas lights on the palm tree. I'm like, yes, I'm here for that.
it's a good one. That is a very good commercial. All right. Speaking of, it's not really a disappointment, but for my week off, I do have something planned because I forgot.
Oh boy,
that I Love Fries was closed last week.
Yep.
We were going to go. We did the read. I told everybody on the podcast. And then the next day, Hope and I are like, okay, yeah, let's go to I Love Fries on the 23rd. And then, of course, they were closed. They're reopened on the 28th. Okay. But here is important information for the listeners. If you're going to visit I Love Fries, and you absolutely should, 54 South Villa Avenue in Villa Park, from now until the end of the year, when you mention the I'm Fat podcast, you will get 11% off your order.
Woo.
Okay, so you've got from the 28th is Tuesday until New Year's Eve, where they're open until 2 a.m. that night. You mentioned the I'm Fat podcast, you get 11% off your order at I Love Fries. Again, open till 2 a.m. And then they open again at 11 on the 1st. New Year's Eve, they're going to have tables and chairs outside, maybe some heaters, perhaps some music until the police are called. All their specials will be available on New Year's Eve. That includes their fried chicken and waffle fries.
Oh, I want to try this.
Yes. Their breakfast fries. Their disco fries, which is the fries with country sausage gravy and nacho cheese. And remember to mark your calendars on Valentine's Day, February 14th. It's their second annual free cheese fries day. Okay? So go
Nothing
visit.
says love like cheese fries.
That's right. Follow them on Instagram. I Love Fries HQ. That's FRYS HQ. And visit them 54 South Villa Avenue in Villa Park, Illinois. You're going to love it. Just anything you can imagine, anything you dream up, they could probably put together as long as they have it on the menu. And the menu is immense. And they're finally offering the poutine fries, my favorite, in the street style, which is like the smaller to-go cone. So, yeah, get out there to I Love Fries. I'm going to be out there this week. Are you off this week, Rick?
I am.
Yeah, I'll call you. We'll meet you out there.
Okay.
We should go out there because I've been meaning to go. And then, I've been craving it, and now I'm finally going to have the chance to go. I'm finally going to remember.
I'll recommend it again. Garlic butter fries and chicken.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That sounds really amazing. But you know what I'm going to get? The poutine fries. Because
Yeah.
they're my favorite, and I can't stop thinking about them. But I'll recommend that to Hope because she's you know, she does not eat beef.
Right.
So she's always looking to mix things up. But that sounds really good. But I'm going to get the poutine fries. I promise you that. I promise you that.
To me.
Yeah. I'm just... I'm still feeling that sugar. Those Cinnabons are still. I'm like rubbing my face.
I can tell you're a little more like active, like in terms of moving the hands and like you're a little. There's a little more to you today.
Well, in 2 minutes I'm gonna be asleep. So there's gonna be just a massive crash.
Right. It's okay. You can wake up for the Bears game.
Oh boy, the Bears game.
How great is it that you technically don't have to watch that?
It's wonderful. It's wonderful, and I've been telling Hope I feel so out of touch with sports.
Yeah.
At Christmas, all the uncles were asking me about the sports. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It was kind of a freeing situation.
Yeah.
Because usually I'm going to talk to Jay about sports, which is fine. I don't care, but I just didn't have. You know, my father-in-law is like, "Did you see this article about this?" I'm like, "No, I didn't see it. Can't say I did."
Yep.
It's just how do you Nick Foles? What are we doing here? Explain it. See, so why did this happen? Do you know why this happened? Because Fields actually hurt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like he was a game time decision, and now it just seems like they're just saying screw it. So he's not going to play for the week.
You know what's going to happen, right?
Oh, Foles is going to get hurt immediately?
No. He's going to light it up.
Oh, okay.
That's my prediction. He's going to have the best game a Bears quarterback has had all year.
Probably. Yeah, probably. And they're already starting, they already basically benched one of the tackles just because Jermaine Ifedi's healthy. Let's play him instead of a young guy we could develop for the future. But honestly, since I've been off, I haven't really been paying much attention either.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know what? I told them, I'm like, if Nagy gets fired on Monday or Sunday night, I will, depending on when we know, I'll either come into the office or I'll work from home and do what I can to help out. But other than that, I'm deuces till the end of the year.
Yeah, you should be. You've earned those deuces.
Plenty of them.
Yeah, definitely.
My toilet definitely regrets.
Oh, lordy lord.
One last quick thing that I've realized, I got as a present Lindt chocolate, like the white chocolate, cookies and cream Lindt things.
Yep.
I think I might be, shocking to nobody, not classy enough for Lindt. Because I'm not saying it's bad by any stretch, but after having it, I was like, I kind of prefer the Hershey's ones. The Hershey's cookies and cream.
Interesting. So you're talking about the truffle balls, right?
Yeah.
I always get that for Hope for Christmas because they fancy.
Yeah. I mean, it's really good. But I feel like I should like this more than I do.
Interesting. I don't think I've had the cookies and cream one. I saw that they had a bunch of new ones for the holidays, like sugar cookie and some other ones.
Yes.
But I just stick to the classics with those. But they're not that bougie.
No,
They're
it's
just
not
hard.
that bad.
They're
There's
just hard to
still some
sell. Yeah. Well, yeah, you clearly hated them.
Yeah, right? I mean, there's more than one in there. There's 4.
Okay, fair enough. But I think they are packaged more classy than they actually are. I don't think they're really top of the line style chocolates. I think they have to be packaged that way because of how they're made. It'd just be one big bag of mush if they didn't.
Right. They can't sell them as classy if they, if they're not packaged as such.
If it's a bag of goo.
Right.
You would have absolutely hated my Christmas haul of candy. I got Reese's Pieces. I got Reese's Trees. I got the M&M Peanuts mix pack.
Jesus
So it's
Christ.
peanut M&M, peanut butter M&M, and
Yeah.
I can't remember what the other one would be, but like 3 varietals of M&M that are peanut, yeah, you would have been triggered and left. But I got rainbow frogs, Haribo rainbow frogs.
Okay.
And they have the little marshmallow bellies.
Yeah.
I love that on
Nice.
gummies. That was that's probably the winner so far. Oh, and I sent you a picture of my little Nestle Toll House. It is a single serving. It's make one cookie, and it comes with a wrought iron pan. But I used the pan to make an egg yesterday morning. I haven't made the cookie yet.
Oh, okay.
But it worked out great. But when I get my Blackstone, I'll just do that instead.
It looks delicious.
Yes. All right, you ready to ask the fats?
Let's do it.
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been 1 week since my last confession.
Okay, my son. What is your confession?
I'm fat.
The Ask a Fat session? I don't know. Is brought to you by our friend Charlie the Bacon Guy. And here he is with this weekly Bacon Report. Charlie? Chuck?
Did he get eaten by birds?
Oh, yeah. Those crickets you heard were because he's out of bacon.
Oh, those were crickets?
Yeah, I guess so. I got to write the people at Road that those did not sound like crickets.
Yeah.
They did not at all. But he's out of bacon. Thanks to you guys who have made this such a memorable year for Charlie the Bacon Guy. He sent me the numbers. They're absolutely incredible.
It's insane.
I'm going to go pull up the text here as I unprofessionally remember. All right. 227 pounds of bacon and 97 tubs of bacon jam sold in the month of December. He says, your listeners effing rock. So thank you all for supporting Charlie. Look, if you need bacon, you can still hit him up. It's just going to take a little longer than usual.
Yeah.
CharlieTheBaconGuy@gmail.com. CZ the Bacon Guy on Twitter and at Charlie the Bacon Guy on Instagram. Any of those will get you in touch with Charlie. So make sure you do that. Make sure you order when he's got it back in stock because there's not a ton left. There's actually none left, but there will be very, very soon. And he's going to start rolling out a Bacon of the Month situation. So make sure you keep your eye on that. Make sure you're following him on all the social medias again at Charlie the Bacon Guy on Instagram and at CZ the Bacon Guy on Twitter. We got 2 voicemails here. Let's start things off with Blake. You can leave your own 708-858-3314.
Hey guys, just checking in. It's Blake from Oak Park. I was listening to the album Socks by J.D. McPherson. And Hey Skinny Santa came on. I just wanted to know if there's a better song that has as many food references than that one. Give the song a listen. He mentions Chicago pizza, Italian beef jardiniere, Maxwell Street, Polish. He mentions crawfish etouffee. I don't even know all the food items he mentioned, but give that song a listen. It's been stuck in my head all week. Hey, Skinny Santa. Yeah, want to see if there's any other food-related songs. Thanks.
All right, Blake is the 3rd person this week to mention that song to us. We got 2 emails that mentioned it as well, but because he left a voicemail, I played it. I have not heard this song.
Neither have I.
We cannot play the song because we don't have the rights to do so. But Skinny Santa by J.D. McPherson. So it got me thinking, like, aren't all Christmas songs about food a little bit? Like, a lot of them mention food.
Yeah, a good amount mentioned food. Like, food is, as much as we associate food much more with Thanksgiving, it is an integral part of Christmas.
So, obviously, chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Sure.
Let It Snow has popcorn, right? I brought some corn for popping, is in that.
Yeah.
What else?
Baby It's Cold Outside has roofies. You eat those.
Did you hear Ranji this week?
I did hear Ranji
trying to defend sexual assault.
Yeah.
Shocking. No, I don't mean that at all. I don't mean that at all. Ranji's a great dude. He just has a lot of success with the ladies.
He has odd thoughts as well.
Yes, he does.
Success with the ladies and odd thoughts.
Isn't there something about candy canes in It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas? Like with candy canes and something.
I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
I listened to an abnormally small amount of Christmas music this year.
I listen a lot. We've been in the car a lot, and Addie has more Christmas spirit than anyone I know, which is actually awesome. Yeah. I love that about her, that she's just, fully believes. She's fully invested, loves Christmas music. She's watched It's a Wonderful Life 3 times this year with us. We went to the theater to see it. I was watching it, so she watched it with me, and then I saw her watching it on her own. She watched Christmas Vacation. She's fully in. So I'll ask her. Oh, she's doing a song for her recital, Marshmallow World. That's like, I know Dean Martin is one of the people that sang Marshmallow World. It's a Christmas song. There's another one with...
I have never heard of that.
I would like to live in this marshmallow world. Please tell me more.
Yeah, I was going to say, of all people, that is your place.
Newsletter. We were watching... have you ever seen the show Making It with Nick Offerman and Amy Poehler? It's like a reality contest show where people build
I've
stuff.
seen the promos for it, but I haven't actually watched it.
Okay, so they came out with Baking It with Andy Samberg and...
Charlie.
Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie's the bacon guy.
Oh, yeah. And, oh, my God, Maya Rudolph. Jesus, I'm blanking on Maya Rudolph's name, and I would like to marry her someday. Anyway, and it's like a Christmas baking show.
Okay.
And everyone had to make their own. And they weren't professionals. They were good amateur bakers. Yeah. So some people really had, like, I had this idea and it didn't work out, or my cake was a little crooked or whatever. Mm-hmm. But if you're looking for an hour of mindless, fun, and like Andy Samberg gets a little too adult with some of this stuff. Like he's like, we should have called this show Master Bakers. Bakers get master baking. And Maya Rudolph's like, no, stop bringing that up. You know, so there is some adult humor mixed in, but Addie we watched 2 episodes of that, and then Hope and I strapped in for Die Hard. She had never seen it. And I had not seen that in a long time.
Really? I've watched it like 3 times in the last week.
Absolutely a Christmas movie.
Oh, yes.
I used to be on the fence.
It's not it's literally a Christmas party for the company where this is taking place at. I mean, what are we doing here?
I forgot about the true hero of Die Hard, Argyle.
Yes.
That's the guy, man. That's 100%. The true hero. It's such a good movie. And it is a time capsule of this is the 80s. So. And I had to Google, was the desk security guy Huey Lewis? It was not, but it should have been. Oh. Because it would have been a capsule of everyone, because it had the FBI guy is one of the Fratellis.
Yep.
The news guy is the EPA guy from Ghostbusters.
Yes.
The electricity guy is the mayor from Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's right.
It's everybody is just back in a different role.
Yes.
It's like, oh, that's it. And of course, Reginald Vell Johnson from Family Matters.
Yes.
Is the cop who helps him on the headset. It is such a good movie. Oh,
although I want to know, how did the one guy get outside like he did and not be completely dead to the point where he could rise up at the end still holding his gun and point it?
The guy who got hung by the chains?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how he unhung himself.
Yeah.
And then survived that fall, and then I don't know. You just had to have one more moment of tension.
I guess because they're like, okay, we have this little loop that we haven't tied off yet of or this loose end of him not firing his gun.
Right.
It's like, I'm like, well, and it couldn't have been the brother either, because like that was the dude that was mad because like he killed his brother. But I'm like, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't work.
I gotta watch it again. And the other last part of gratuitous 80s-ness is just boobs for the sake of boobs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like there's the people having sex in the office, but like she has to show her boobs like briefly for a few seconds. Yep. And then there's the construction site boobs that Bruce Willis touches for good luck at one point in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah, like this is it. There's cocaine use. There's a million one-liners. There's gratuitous nudity, both male and female, because Bruce Willis has to have his shirt off for the last part of the movie.
Oh, of course.
And then for whatever reason, when Hans Gruber kidnaps his wife, her like blouse becomes unbuttoned.
Yeah.
No one's really sure why. She's like, I'm hot, boink. And like, oh, there you go.
That's what they sound like?
Yeah. That's the sound. I think so. That's the sound it makes. All right, we got one more voicemail to go here. Again, leave a message for us, 708-858-3314. That's the Fat Phone.
Hey, guys. How's it going? This is Chris. Hey, Fat. I got a fat hack that I was just reminded of after hearing Addie's segment on Girl Scout cookies. Good job, Addie. So this is a hack that I remember that I invented in college, which I know for many of us is the time that we were at our fattest. These are Samoa sandwiches. So you take a Samoa, that's the meat of the sandwich, and then the bread of the sandwich are Thin Mints. Delicious. And it works out really nicely because it is
The Thin Mints come 32 to a box, and then the Samoas come 15 to a box. So it's a perfect ratio, and you get a couple extra Thin Mints to enjoy at your leisure. It's also a munchies pack, if you know what I mean. Anyway, happy holidays to all, and keep it up.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I love the creativity of it.
Yeah, that sounds good. If you want to order cookies, by the way, gratuitous plug, Addy is still selling bit.ly/cookies from Addy. That's a capital C in cookies, capital A in Addy. So bit.ly/cookies from Addy. We tweeted out the link with the last show tweet. So if you want to go find that, you can.
And that definitely wasn't me just rewriting down the link.
A lot of people have bought, by the way, and thank you for that. Appreciate everybody buying cookies, but don't stop now, as Hawk Harrelson would say.
Right.
Greatly appreciate that. All right.
Because, cookies are good.
All right, we have one email, and I read it already, and Rick is not. So I'm going to have Rick read it because it is epic. But before we do.
Ask a fat about this and that. It's time to chat with the fats.
Emails today are sponsored by our friends at Frato's Culinary Kitchen, 628 South Roselle Road in Schaumburg, and not just FratosPizza.com, but FratosBakery.com. Had 8 pounds of cookies come to my house. 6 of them were gifted. And I have, I don't know. I have regrets. I might have to order some more. They're so good. Oh my God. The cookies are so good. Check out FratosBakery.com for all their baked items. But Frato's Pizza, the I'm Fat Burger, the I'm Fat Pizza, the I'm Fat Grilled Cheese, the Cajun Bites, the mozzarella sticks, everything there is fantastic. We would not steer you wrong. You will absolutely love every bite you take from Frato's Culinary Kitchen or from Frato's Bakery. It's all fantastic. 628 South Roselle Road. Visit FratosPizza.com. Check out their menu. Try their monthly specials because they're always inspired. That's how the I'm Fat Burger got going. We were the July special. July, right?
Yep.
Yeah. We were the July special, and it's become a permanent menu item. So their monthly things are awesome, and they're built to last. So check them out, FratosPizza.com and FratosBakery.com. All right, Rick.
All right.
Do this and read it slowly. I want everyone to really absorb this email.
Okay.
Because it's something.
All right. Good morning, Fats. Matt from Wisconsin here. I decided to email you instead of call due to my phone skills not being great. I had myself a day on Saturday. I traveled from Wisconsin to Chicago to eat. My first stop was Sticky Rice, an amazing Thai place on Western. Their northern Thai dishes bring the heat if that's something you enjoy. So much flavor. Then I went to Daily Plaza to enjoy the Christkindl market where I consumed copious amounts of Belgian hot chocolate. Next stop was Mr. Rico Loco in Tinley Park to get an Oreo fudge bubble waffle cone. This place was crazy. The creative dessert options were great. You'd think that I might be done after consuming that much ice cream? Except I noticed the Al's beef sign. I went and got myself a wet beef with hot peppers and cheese. After that, I started the trek home. As I got closer to Joliet, I realized Crest Hill is nearby. The poor boy sandwich from Marichka's started calling to me. It's everything it's been hyped up to be. The onion rings were the best I've ever had. My wife was the best fat of the evening. I looked up from eating my poor boy, and she was double fisting the poor boy and onion rings. Alas, my day started to end, but not before I consumed a bunch of roasted nuts that I bought from the Christkindl market for a bedtime snack. I still smell like garlic and could not be happier. Happy belly jiggles to all. Matt.
How are you not dead? What the hell? I also question his geography a little bit.
Yeah.
He went to Chicago, then headed home to Wisconsin and was in Joliet. Which way did you go?
Right.
But hey, man, I'm telling you, everything he did, I've had every place he's mentioned, and he had one hell of a day. But to end a day like that at Marichka's, that is an accomplishment, man.
I was thinking about that of like, okay, what exit did he get to before he had to stop?
If let's say Marichka's is exit 12, exit 13. Just stay for a while. Just have an after dinner mint and just wait it out, buddy. After that day, I'm recapping. He had Thai food.
Yeah.
Super spicy, right? That's something that he wanted. Hot chocolate, okay. Cool. Hot chocolate's great. Tinley Park for an Oreo fudge bubble waffle cone. Wonderful dessert, of course. Then he got a beef sandwich to wash that all down with hot peppers and cheese.
Yeah.
Then a poor boy with onion rings from Marishka's. That's like a month.
That's impressive.
Yeah, Matt is getting a prize back. There's no two ways about it. I mean, just to
and a defibrillator.
I will have his wife placed a t-shirt on his grave. Because there's no way he's still with us.
No.
R.I.P. your butthole. I mean, good Lord, man. Even without the Marishkas, that is, and
yeah,
it sounds like we're ripping Marishkas. We're not.
No, we are
Some of the
not.
best meals of your life will just destroy your stomach. You know this, but when you have a sandwich that's covered in garlic butterine, it's butterine. I don't even know what that is, but it's more than butter. They sell tubs of that, by the way.
Do they?
Yes.
Have you bathed in it yet?
I have not. Thank God. I couldn't go to work for a month if I did that. But it's just so good.
Yeah.
So good. That's a day, man. I applaud that. That's incredible.
That really is. Honestly, like, I'm overdue for a day, like, of that intention.
Yeah.
Because there's places I want to try. I've got this week off. Mind you, it's like this week off, but I'm actually like hosting Wednesday afternoon, so there's like that.
Yeah, you're in
that's
the city,
part
though.
of it.
Go to Mr.
Yeah.
Beef.
Yeah. So like I've got, and then like, what else do I have to do?
Right.
Not a whole lot. So really, I should have a day at some point this week.
You should go. All right. So you're have it on your city day. You should go to either Sweet Mandy B's.
Yeah.
Which is a great bakery. You should go to Insomniac Cookies or Insomnia Cookies, whatever. I think it's Insomnia Cookies. They have fresh baked hot cookies right there for you. Sugar Goat on Randolph. You could literally drive straight down Randolph from work, pull off, run in and get something and leave. You should try Mr. Beef on Orleans. Try the real one, and I'll try it too soon, and we can discuss. But then otherwise, your non-city days, I want to try, what is the place in Shorewood that everyone's telling? Is it Shorewood or Streamwood? The Mexican place that Russ keeps talking about. It's like Mi Cocina or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah. My Cocina Grill.
I don't even know where Streamwood is.
Streamwood is like, it's north. It's north and west for you.
Okay. Well, it's everything basically. But
Yeah. Well, true.
Yeah. I'll find it. That might be a place I try this week.
Yeah. That's a place that requires a drive for you.
Well, maybe
like it's up like 59 in Irving Park.
Okay.
Ish.
Yeah.
Is
That's
like
not too bad.
Streamwood ish.
I can do that. That's doable.
Okay.
All right. That will be my goal, is try to get there this week. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm looking forward to a week off of nothing, just chilling out, getting the house clean, and hopefully getting that Blackstone fired up. I'm excited about that.
You sound pot committed regardless of what
I
people tell you.
am. I just I'm intimidated by it, but
Yeah.
I'm learning that like there's not a lot I can't do if I try. You know. Oh, speaking of that, I didn't mention this. I meant to mention this during your workout. We'll wrap up soon, I promise. The other gift I got from Hope, and this is a deep dark secret that a lot of people don't know. I don't know how to ice skate. Do you know this about me? I can get around, and when I played in a very limited rad hockey role, I played goalie.
Okay.
And I played goalie in a roller hockey league, which required very little actual rolling. So I was able to stand up and move around. But in terms of like skating in a competitive way, I can't really do. So I'm taking skating lessons at Morgan Park Ice Arena in hopes of starting to play rad hockey, which is something I've always wanted to do. And I've just been like, oh, you know, I'm too old or whatever. I don't have time.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that my thing this year. Is I'm going to learn how to skate well enough to play.
Nice.
And sign up for a beginner league and get going, because it's something I've always wanted to do. I love hockey so much, but I've always been limited to just being a goalie because of my limited skating ability. Because I didn't really get into hockey until high school, and by then I was pot committed to football, and I was 275 pounds of muscle instead of what I am now. So I wasn't really hockey built, and it was too late. So I guess that's my New Year's resolution, is to start playing hockey.
I mean, it's a little more surprising for you just because of how much you love hockey. But
Yeah.
for me, like, I'm extremely limited in terms of my ice skating ability. The thing for me is I'm really bad at riding a bike because I never even learned until I was in 6th grade.
Yeah, you've mentioned that.
Yeah. So, like, didn't, just kind of opportunity. And then also after a while, I was like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
So like those kind of things working together. Like I'm okay on rollerblades. Mind you, I haven't been on rollerblades in probably a decade.
Yeah.
But from the last time I did it, it was fine. Not good, but like fine. So like ice skating is just really limited though.
I think overall, I'm just trying to stop talking myself out of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing with the Blackstone. It's a big thing with skating. Like I have just talked myself out of stuff for years. And why?
Yeah.
And if I can't do it, I can't do it. But at least I tried. That's sort of how I'm looking at it.
That's good because honestly, that's something I got to work on too.
Yeah.
And now we've hit the New Year's resolution part of the podcast.
That's it. I'm going to stop saying no for the sake of it.
Is that's next year or next week? Is next week our New Year's resolution?
I think so.
Episode?
Sure.
All right. So
learn to like a new food.
Yes, learn to like a new food. So send us your New Year's resolution, 708-858-3314. As I do it off the top of my head.
Look at you.
I'm smart.
I can't. I still have to look every time.
I'm fatpod@gmail.com. All our social medias, hit us up with your resolutions for this upcoming year at I'm Fat Pod. Check out the Patreon. Check out the TeePublic. Subscribe on YouTube so you can see Jay fidgeting around while he still has too much sugar in his system. You can see me periodically writing things down so that I can try them that Jay brings up, or so that I can remember to order cookies from Addie this week.
Yes.
Lots of things. And then also for the podcast in and of itself, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, 5-star reviews, rate the podcast, all that stuff. We really appreciate it. We're on a bit of a lull with the reviews, so that would be awesome to get a new one going here. But for Jay, I'm Rick. This is the I'm Fat Podcast.
All right, I think we got a lot accomplished here today.